Cinema.
What up, everybody? I'm Jaby, Koay, joined by Moss-Bachrach.
What's up?
We're looking at The Fantastic Four First Steps official trailer. I decided to look at the IMDb just to look up the director because I know nothing about him. He's got a lot of this and that from TV. He did WandaVision. That's the only thing he's done like a full series of, from what I can tell.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but he's got like The Boys.
WandaVision was great.
He's got Succession. He's got Billions. He's got Game of Thrones. But again, it's like one or two episodes here and there. And so it's very interesting to see that. I think this is like his first film. If it's not his first film, it's definitely his first in a while because mostly TV credits here. It just like makes me curious, like, why did Disney do that? That's fascinating. Is it supposed to feel like TV? Anyway, Fantastic Four. Let's jump into it. Here we go. Fantastic Four here for more.
Wow, folks, we all know the story.
Oh.
4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
Yeah, we know the story.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls.
It's
And while
nice.
we can never repay them,
the,
we can
like,
certainly
retro feel.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome
Okay.
the Fantastic Four.
All right.
There we go.
It really
Kirby,
does feel like
how's
the
that sauce looking?
Jetsons.
Yeah.
Okay. That is fantastic.
Fantastic.
He said the word.
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
Because?
I just said that.
Oh.
Are you pregnant? What?
Oh my God.
It's like I called
the
it.
best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
Yes,
can do
absolutely.
Nothing is going to change.
Oh. It's all about family.
It's all about family.
Uh-oh. Hey, this changes everything
you
if
the
she's
protectors
pregnant.
of
Silver
this world?
Surfer.
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Oh, we got a girl one? Oh shit.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And I heard.
Are we safe?
No, probably not.
I don't know.
Okay, that's honest.
There's not enough time.
I am not giving up.
Pedro Pascal keeps playing the dad that's
I
like
know.
barely keeping it
We will
together and
face
screwing
this
up.
together.
I should have worn my Pedro
We will
t-shirt.
fight it together. As a family.
Yeah, it really is about family. Oh,
Has to be us.
Okay.
no, that's cool. That's good.
We will protect you.
Okay.
One more thing. Okay. Whoa!
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness
What is
gracious.
that? Fantastivision. That's really cute.
So I took a glance at the comments, and I think that some people were complaining about the visual effects on his stretchiness.
I liked it.
I didn't mind that. The visual effects that I noticed was when the Human Torch was going into space. There was like a fleeting moment there where it looked, you know, that smeared kind of look that humans have in CG. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, maybe.
That's the only way I can describe it, is like it's almost a smeared,
smooth.
photoshopped, smooth look. That was the look he had from behind as he was flying up towards, I guess, Silver Surfer. Was that the shot? Am I making that up? I don't want the fans to come at me.
that was so fleeting though.
I know, but it looked. That was the moment where I'm like, that looks a little ropey. How do you feel about him as the Human Torch?
I like him.
Okay.
I mean, initially when I saw that he was being cast, I was a little bit like, okay, but no, I don't have a problem with him. I think he has the right attitude.
It doesn't help that that we just got Deadpool and Wolverine, and you had that Chris Evans cameo,
Sure,
as the Human Torch, because it's like we're so removed from the original Fantastic Four films that you'd think enough time has elapsed that
because he's Captain America, isn't he?
I know, exactly. He's been Captain America for so long.
You can't have Captain America.
You'd think that it wouldn't feel anything like Heath Ledger and Jared Leto being compared, right? but it still feels like that a little bit.
Right, because we just had Deadpool.
Yeah. And so I really liked Chris Evans in that role, honestly.
Yeah.
And so seeing him here, there's a part of my brain that's going, he's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I want to accept it quickly.
Yeah.
But it's like
anything,
this autopilot thing of like comparing him. But I think he's doing a nice job.
It's more than anything, it's just the blonde. That's all.
What's wrong with the blonde?
Well, he looks better with brown hair.
Okay.
Like, some people, it's just like, blonde isn't your color, and that's okay.
Okay.
You know, it's like because the character has.
Is that why you dyed your hair back to this?
That's it. That's the only thing that's throwing me. It's like the coloring feels a little bit off for him, but I can get used to it, and I like his cheekiness and the character that he's bringing.
Yeah. So the way this kicks off is with like that old footage, presumably like 8mm footage, right, of showing them get into space and whatnot, and it's got this very idyllic look at the past.
Yeah.
And then things go awry because he broke something.
Yeah, it's like the futuristic, the retro-futuristic
Right.
vibe that we get from the Jetsons
Right.
and all that. Like, it's really nostalgic and cute. I really like it. Like, I like that it's being set in it looks like the 60s, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we've had anything like that yet in a Marvel movie where it's like the whole thing is not set in present day.
I love the little robot. That robot is adorable, and I like that his eyes look like tape spool. It's just like, you know what I'm talking about, like the old magnetic tape that they used to use for hard drive and stuff like that. Well, I guess they still. Anyway, I just like the look of him a lot. The entire vibe of this in general, I actually am into because. You know, for a while there, a lot of Marvel films had this sort of same look, and I don't know how to describe it very well, but it was the same kind of muted color across many films. Mm-hmm. And this actually feels different. It has more of a pop to it, at least at a glance, that I'm enjoying so far.
I'm really curious about like how they're having Sue Storm be pregnant, because I feel like that changes everything. All of a sudden, now I'm like super worried about her because it's all fine and dandy when you're just a not pregnant woman and flying around and saving the world.
Yeah.
But she's about to be a mom, and we know how, fragile women can be at that time. Like one hard knock, and I'd just constantly be like, is the baby okay? Are you okay?
Right.
You should be staying at home. But she can't because she has to save the world,
Well, it helps that she's a superhero, so presumably she's not as fragile.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But still, I'd be like, nah. But yeah, she has to,
Looking at the stretchy thing again, I mean, I can see why people are complaining, but I don't mind it.
I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, it is. It's fine. Is the story effective? Is it going to be fun to watch? I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Whether your CGI is perfect or not, like, is it a good time?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying these characters and enjoying the ride with these characters? That's the most important thing for me. Aside from the little thing I caught from the back of his head and the stretchy thing, like everything else actually looked spectacular to me.
Yeah.
Nothing had there was some like ad that came out that people were saying was AI enhanced or was made by AI. And it just had like the markings of AI in it. And Disney was like, no, it's not AI, it's not AI, it's not AI. And everyone's like, it kind of looks like AI though. And the thing is, AI has gotten so good that sometimes it's hard to tell. When you have a very clean look that almost has like this, I don't know, this veneer, this artifice to it, which this kind of has because it's like this idyllic time that never existed, right? It cannot help but kind of overlap with some of the cues that our brain receives to tell us that something's AI. And so I don't know for sure. All I'm trying to drive at in a long-winded kind of way is that I didn't get that sense here. It feels like this is fun. That's the point. Like it looks like an entertaining movie.
Yeah, it's fun and it's about family.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the internet's daddy also being cast now?
I don't know.
Mr.
I wasn't happy with him
Fantastic.
being cast as Joel initially, and then I saw him in the show, and I'm like, oh, okay, that works. So I need to. Honestly, I don't have a dog in the fight when it comes to Fantastic Four. That's the dude who I forgot the actor's name, but the actor who played him in the original Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That was my introduction to him.
Same.
To that character.
Yeah.
And so I was actually pretty excited when John Krasinski was fan casted, basically.
Yeah.
And then you see him in the movie and he looked just like the mock-ups from the internet.
Yeah.
I was actually into that. I thought that was fun. And I was looking forward to him being Mr. Fantastic.
Same.
But
Pedro's an interesting choice.
the thing is, John Krasinski, even though I know he's probably in his 40s now, right? He still skews younger for some reason in his look. And
That's not a bad thing.
Joel. Pedro Pascal.
Pedro.
He has a. I don't think he has any kids, but he definitely has a dad vibe to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no, I don't think he does.
Yeah.
But he is the internet's
Whereas,
daddy. Also,
John
our favorite zaddy.
I think John Krasinski actually does have kids.
That's true. Yes, he does.
Yet, Joel, Pedro Pascal, has more of that dad vibe.
He does.
So that maybe will work better in terms, between the two of them for this role.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think there's anything that I've seen Pedro Pascal be in recent years and have gone like, that was a bad choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it might be a kind of left field choice, but I'm okay with that because I like him.
Well, he's hot shit right now.
He is hot shit right now. Like, you
so-
can do no wrong. Put Pedro Pascal in anything and everything, and we'll watch it.
Yeah, you get those sometimes, At one point, it was Colin Farrell. He was just in everything.
That's true.
And then you saw Keanu Reeves in everything.
Yeah.
And now it's Pedro Pascal's
Make
time.
that money, He's been working in the industry for so long.
Yeah.
He fully deserves to be as famous as he is right now.
At one point, it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and then it was Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Everyone has their moment.
Everything everywhere all at once. I guess the last thing I want to comment on is, two things. Firstly, I really love the set design of this and the costumes.
Yes.
I think that they're doing a great job of bringing this to life, this fake era. It feels really lived in, and it kind of transports you to another age, to another time, and I really like it
because it is pulling from
inspiration from that era.
Yeah, like real interior design and architecture
Right.
from that time. But we just have.
But it's made fantastic.
Robots and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
The Jetsons, as you say. And the other thing is, knowing that the director has this extensive background in TV, it makes me wonder about the application towards a film like this, because this is very visual effects heavy, but you're dealing with a core unit of 4 people, obviously, right? Mm-hmm. And so maybe his experience with television and working with actors and it feels like with TV, you sort of have set parameters, almost like the Marvel machine. Right? You kind of come in and you have a specific set of parameters that you're allowed to work with. And for instance, Destin Daniel Cretton, he didn't have a background in action. He's got a background in characters.
Yeah, drama.
In dealing with drama and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so when he came in to do Shang-Chi, he wasn't necessarily like an expert on any of the action. They had people for that.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel's like, we got you. Just focus on the heart. And
Right.
which is what he did very well. And so with a background in television that's extensive, you're primarily focused on characters because that is the most economical thing to really emphasize in TV.
Sure.
Is like really good characters, compelling stories. You know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
that's where you're going to spend your time. And so knowing that, I feel like that could be really good to apply to a film like this. Like, you're really honed in on these characters and their camaraderie, and how their chemistry and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that translates really well, and it doesn't just feel like a 2-hour TV episode.
Right, yeah.
That's what I'm ultimately trying to say. Because sometimes, some Marvel installments can feel that way. It's like what's the difference between this and a Marvel show?
That's true. That's true. Also, because the line between movies and television is becoming more and more blurred.
Yeah.
Because the quality of television these days is so high now.
Yes.
It really does feel like when you're watching a season of a show, you're literally just watching like an 8-hour movie.
Correct.
Yeah.
Anyway, before this turns into an 8-hour movie, you guys, thanks